to the birthplace of college football. The State University of New Jersey, the campus of Rutgers in Piscataway, and we are ready for what ought to be a tremendous game today. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Noles will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Scarlet Knights offense takes the field for the first time today. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. In the backfield, it's strong. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Got 3 on first down. It's second and 7. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. They're setting up the screen. At midfield, he's got room. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great...
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Touchdown Seminoles. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
Looking for the two-point try. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. And it's caught for the 2, and they have an 8-0 lead.
How about that, guys? That's basically a 15-point swing. Defense gets a pick 6, and then your offense gets the 2-point conversion. Wow.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
And the Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the return, it's Green. Makes a move. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you unleashes one deep. And it's caught! Touchdown, Knowles! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And he's got that bayou speed. Like I run by you. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. He's got his man. He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they stretch that lead to 16. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent.
Open runway ahead. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Hauls it in. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Feeling some heat. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
To the ground with the back. Dances away from one. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Now they'll run the draw. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Fourth down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Touchdown, Rutgers! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And listen, if I have a playmaker running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Tennessee is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Neyland Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UAB. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Makes the grab. It's Hill. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Noles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll sprint in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point extends the lead to 16. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he'll return it and try to get behind his block. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. He gets a block. He's got an alley.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Rutgers! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. It's Green. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making an easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Running back searching for a hole. And the Seminoles have a 1st down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first half performance. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a 1st down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Seminoles will keep this drive going.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he'll glide his way in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Rutgers has it back, and they'll send the offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores, Jesse. You got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
He's going to pass. He's got his man. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a 1st down. He wants to throw. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He'll pull it down and run. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get...
A shot toward the end zone. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Line gets set. 1st down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to the big tight end. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the move, it's Croman Hope. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Scarlet Knights will line up to kick off and start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Handoff to the single back. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put 1 mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Touchdown, no! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Illinois is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 17 over Western Michigan. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Grabbed in the middle. It's strong. Powers through. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Handoff to the lone back. Still running at the 40. And defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup, after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They go to the draw. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
On the set.
Big 1st down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9
They'll try the run. Fights off a defender. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
They just can't seem to cover this guy. He keeps getting open, even when he's running out. Got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout.
Got it.
The Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? And the short completion brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's off to the races. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Makes the catch. It's strong. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. He's gonna pass. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Scarlet Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Might as well give it to him again.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback checking the play. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Makes his connection. Tackle is made after the first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And they'll try to tack on 2. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Almost had the completion, just missed it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
43, Rutgers, 24.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
It leads to second down.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
Now, I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse